And what's up, everybody? This is Terminator Juice. Welcome to another Juice Opinions. Happy St. Patrick's Day. As you can see, I'm really celebrating here with my red shirt. I don't get into the whole St. Patrick's Day since I don't drink and I don't really like going to the bars and all that nonsense. So this is gonna be after week 2 with the Switch. I'm gonna do things I don't love about Breath of the Wild this week, and next week I will do things that I love about Breath of the Wild. Before I get into that, I just wanted to just quickly discuss the sales numbers, the Switch, Nintendo. A lot of people are falling for their executive talk, this is our fastest selling console in history, and, sounds great. And the 1.5 million, that's a good start. But guess what? They've never done a global launch for hardware before. So, of course, it's going to be their fastest. But if you look at individual regions, I believe it's right around the Wii U after the first 2 days or whatever. It's good and stuff. But just like with Sony, and this is 2 million shipped to stores, or where they just say it's grossed $50 million, where they hide some truth. Them saying it's their fastest launch is just because it's the only time they've done global. So it's the only time they have all the regions combined. I think the Wii U in Japan did just as good, if not maybe even a little bit better in the first couple days in Japan, and then in the US the Switch wasn't much higher. But it's just the fact that all those regions for the first time ever are combined. So it is they're being honest, but it's also not 100%. If you look at the actual facts, I bet the Wii, if you combine the Japanese launch with the US and Europe launch, combine those all together, it wasn't all in the same week. But if you combine them, I bet it's higher. But still, it's good to see that it did 1.5 in those 2 days, or 2 or 3 days, and that Zelda was at like 1.3 just on the Switch. Whereas I think the Wii U version is going to hit 1 million, just based on the pre-orders. If the pre-orders were accurate on VG charts in the US alone, the Wii U version had like 400,000 pre-orders. So we'll see if that was true or not. But I just wanted to get that out. I see a lot of people just taking that. It's their fastest selling. It's ahead of the Wii. Well, yeah, the Wii launched separate regions. I think the US and Europe were a day apart or something, and I can't remember when the Japanese release. Maybe that was a little bit closer, but but other than that, they're doubling production, which means that the signs they're seeing are they don't want to be in a situation where they don't have stock, and they want to be ready. So I think that's a good sign that they're really confident. And there could be some surprise games at E3 that are coming out in 2017 still, or early 2018, and I think it's a good sign. And let's hope that it's the hype doesn't die off or something, and they end up with a bunch of stock like they did with the Wii U. But I don't see that happening with the games they got lined up. Splatoon 2 in Japan is going to be huge. It sold almost 1-to-1 US and Japan. The Splatoon 1 did on the Wii U. So I think that's going to be huge. The test fire is probably going to get some people in a couple weeks, or what is it, 10 days, whenever it starts. That might even be next week. Yeah, that's next week. That might get some people, some Japanese gamers, to go out and buy a Switch just to play the test fire. So, it's looking pretty promising, and I'm excited about that. So let's, there's nothing else I wanted to cover. Let me look here. Sonic, I guess I'll talk about Sonic real quick. Sonic Mania gets delayed, and it's a bummer for the people that were looking forward to that. And I wonder what the reasoning was. If it's because they're going to launch all simultaneous on all systems, I wonder if the Switch version or one of the versions wasn't going to be ready, or for whatever reason, if they delayed it for that. Who knows? But they said day and date Switch price will be the same, and they made they're taking an obvious shot at the Rime developers which are pricing the Switch version $10 more of Rhyme. And I love that. I love that they did that, and I hope that's the approach a lot of third parties, indie developers and stuff take, where they're like, hey, ours is going to be the same price. And I think Rhyme's going to be the odd man out here. And I really think they're going to need to eat some crow and just make it the same price, because I think the bad press, and it just doesn't look good. There's no way a cartridge costs $10 more to manufacture than a disc. I just don't believe it. So I like that. And then the Sonic, was it Forces? In my opinion, of course, Terrell is going to disagree. The people that like Sonic needs a Breath of the Wild like thing. They need to break conventions. I just keep seeing the same nonsense, running super fast at the camera. All you're doing is control it left or right. It's basically a 2D platform. You're just controlling left or right, and then you're doing the lock on and jumping. I mean, it's such basic, and for me personally, I don't get wowed by that. That's why I've never really liked the Sonic 3D games. Just break the conventions. Make it like, I mean, this come from a Mario fan. The 3D Mario games are probably right up there with Zelda for me. But just make a 3D platformer with Sonic that controls amazing and has just awesome level design. To me, that would be something I'd like to see them do. It doesn't have to move fast. I know for the diehard, the people that are going to buy the game day one, probably they'd completely disagree. But for me, you keep doing that, and it doesn't work for me. It's just, like I said, it's too simplistic. It's just moving left and right and jumping. I like exploration. I like controlling my character more. And so, this is from somebody who's never really been into Sonic. So take my opinions with a grain of salt if you love Sonic. It's not for me. And that gameplay is just like, it's just more of the same. They just haven't learned. And, whatever. Sonic Mania is going to be cool for, I think, the people that love the glory days. And like I said, Breath of the Wild barely plays like a Zelda game in any way. It has a lot of little throwbacks to all the old games. And of course, the storyline, you got Zelda, Ganon, and Link all there. The Gorons, the Rito, the Zoras, you got everything there, but the actual game itself plays so completely different. And I think if they did that with the Sonic character in the Sonic universe, and not, what was the one that just came out a couple years ago that was terrible? Sonic Boom? Yeah, don't do that. But just do like a ukulele, do like a 3D collectathon platformer or something. I don't know. That's just my take. So let's get into the things I don't love about Breath of the Wild. And I just want to start off by saying, obviously, not everybody's going to love this game the same. Like, I don't love GTA 5, but a lot of people do. I didn't love Uncharted 2, and a lot of people did. I actually didn't really like that game. A lot of people loved it. Uncharted 4, thought it was okay. A lot of people loved it. So not everybody's got to love Breath of the Wild. You don't have to think it's the best game ever. Whatever. I'm not one of those people that when I love something, I feel bad or I want to argue with somebody who doesn't like it. I worked with a lady who was that way about music and movies. If you didn't like the movie she liked, she'd just get so offended by it. Like, I didn't like it. You don't have to try to convince me that it's good. I just didn't like it. So if somebody doesn't like it, that's fine. I just don't care why you don't like it. I don't give two shits the things you don't like about a game. So it might be hypocritical that I'm making a list here. This is just some things that I don't love about the game, because I want to do what I do love about the game, and I want to be kind of balanced. But there was a Leveled Head did a video. He was just, I forget which one. I think he was shooting some off screen. He was just loving Zelda. So I commented how much I liked it. And some dude commented something about Horizon. And then a couple days later, I looked, there was 20 replies under my comment. These two guys going back and forth about graphics, about how Zelda looks terrible. and Horizon this, Horizon that. And then the guy's like, he's like, well, why don't, if you love graphics so much, why don't you have a PC? He's like, I do, dumbass. I have a PS4 and a PC. And just basically admitted he hadn't played Zelda. And he's sitting there commenting on the game. And, you know, what was so awesome was it was all under my comment on Level Headed Video. And guess what? T-Juice did. He really rained on their parade. I just deleted my comment, which deleted all their back and forth bullshit, like 19 back and forth messages these guys were going at it. And just like that their conversation was gone because I deleted my comment and deleted everything they had said. I didn't read through all of it. I read like the first two, and I was like, you know what, this is stupid. And I was like, oh, it's all under my comment, so it's all replies to mine. So boom, deleted it and ruined their, you know, argument. And it just got me thinking, like, if you haven't played Zelda, and somebody else commented on one of my videos where I said Zelda is stunning, and he was trying to sit there, give it a score, and then turns out he didn't have the game, and I just quit replying and I deleted all the comments, and I was like, and I posted just a generic, you know, just a comment for anyone to see, FYI, if you haven't played Zelda, then please shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear you even talk about the game. I don't want to hear you talk about any issues there might be, or any this or that, or anything about the gameplay. I don't want to hear it. So if if comments on any of my videos and they haven't played the game, I don't give a shit what you're saying. It means nothing until you've played the game. And even if you played the game, I still don't care if you don't like it. I don't care. So don't even waste your time. But anyway, let's get into this. I'm going to just run down some things I don't love about Breath of the Wild, and here we go. I don't love that I can't customize the HUD more. It's either everything off or everything on. So I want to be able to see the mini-map, but I don't want to be able to see the controls for the horse and anything else. Just give me just two more little tabs of customization. You know, control, HUD on off, map on off, and what your little D-pad icon with your runes and stuff on off. So I don't love that that's not more customizable. I don't love the silver bokoblins because those guys are bastards. Damn, they got some high damage and they deliver some high damage. I hate those guys. So what I don't love is the voice acting. Unfortunately, the Deku tree is pretty bad. And Mipha of the Zoras is not much better. It is disappointing that this is the first time they've had voice acting, and at least two, I haven't gotten to the Gerudo Desert or Death Mountain, so I don't know about the rest, but it is a bummer, and I definitely don't love the voice acting for those two characters especially. And then I also don't love that they force you to have subtitles on during these voice acted cutscenes, because I tend to just read them anyway, and I'm so used to reading with animated movies, Japanese anime. So I always have subtitles on. So just please give me the option. It would have been nice to have the option to turn those subtitles off, and I could pay more attention to the terrible voice acting, but I just think that's kind of weird that you can't turn that off. And then what I don't love is the frame rate at times. You can't deny Korok Forest. It definitely, that was the first time where it like distracted me from just admiring the beauty of the game. It just consistently feels like it's about 20 frames per second, which is a bummer. I'm shocked that Nintendo put so much focus on the resolution being higher on Switch and didn't put more focus on frame rate, but it still looks, I'd rather have all those blades of grass moving and all the effects and all the physics and lighting and stuff. I'd still rather have that, but if I had the option, I would switch it to 720p if that locked the frame rate at 30. So I don't love that when I turn the game on, I can't turn it off. Like, I've stayed up way too late while I've been kind of fighting the sickness this past week. I can't turn the damn thing off. And next thing I know, it's fucking 11:30 at night, and I should have went to bed at 9:30 because I'm trying to fight off a sickness and been working overtime at work, and it sucks. But I just can't turn the damn game off, which basically goes into the next one. I hate that this game is demanding of all my time, and just like I can't turn it off, that's all I think about. I'm behind on like some of my favorite shows that are still on, and it's just like I need a good 3-4 hours a day to really get in and have a good adventure and just do the things I want to do. And it's just so demanding on my time. It's so needy that I just feel like I don't have enough time to play it, and then I'm missing out on some other things I like. Finally, I caught up on a few of my shows. Finally watched Flash from the Tuesday Night Flash last night, and I got like 3 or 4 other shows to catch up on this weekend. But I'm also, if you haven't noticed, the camera's a little bit closer to the back wall, the wall behind my computer there. I finally put a proper stud wall. I'm gonna put drywall up, and I'm just like, I don't even have the time to do that, because this game, it just has consumed my life, and I have, I think, like almost 70 hours in it, and I've only done 2 of the Divine Beasts. I haven't even gone to the Gerudo Desert or Death Mountain yet, and it's like I can't just play. I play for a half hour at lunch at work. I brought it to work a few times, and I'm like, yeah, I got a couple shrines done there, but now I went to a new region. I did all the shrines, and now there's no more shrines. But I'm looking at the map, and I'm just like, damn it, I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go here. Oh, way up there. Oh, there's all these islands. Oh my God, I want to go to all these places. And then the last thing I don't love about the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is that I know someday there's not going to be any more new stuff to explore, to see, and to be amazed by. At some point, until the DLC comes out, and even after that, this game eventually is just going to become been there, done that, and I've seen everything, and it's just going to become a memory. And so I definitely don't love that fact. And yeah, so that's going to be it for my list, and that's going to be it for this video. And tune in next week, where I go over the things that I do love about Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And if you're a smart person, you'll know that video is going to be a lot longer. So, and also I want to give a shout out. I was talking about those bad comments and stupid comments I was, read and deleted. And I do want to appreciate or thank all my subscribers and the people that comment, because I don't see that. Like, other than that one video and that one comment on my video, I don't get that toxic anti-Nintendo guys don't come to my channel. And I'm glad, and I'm thankful for all you really courteous and cool people that comment on my videos. And yeah, it's just great to have a good fan base. And I hate to go to or call it leveled head, but man, dude, you got some of the worst either subscribers or just commenters, man. It's like toxic. It's like Dr. Trace down in his comment section. I'm just like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just if you acknowledge it, or because I'm just a straight Nintendo guy. Like, I'm not trying to pretend like I have a PS4 and I think it's a good system, but my channel is not going to become a Sony channel. It's not going to become a all-encompassing. I'm a Nintendo guy, and that's what my content's always going to be about. So, but anyway, thanks to everybody that jumps on these live streams. This one was kind of last minute, but thanks to everybody who watches the replays. And look forward to next week, where I talk about the things I do love about Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Until then, I guess go explore Hyrule, and we'll see you next time.